So here we don't have to draw a lot. Just we'll be making a
Okay.
house and a little stem for the tree.
Okay.
So just by looking at the picture, can you tell me what is the first thing you're going to paint here?
Uh, the, the background, complete the back of the picture.
Yes, we'll start with the
Yeah,
background.
background.
So, and what colors will you take?
Uh, Light gray,
Huh?
gray, brown,
Hmm.
and maybe white. So
Yes.
mixing all the three
Yes, yes.
colors and light shading.
Yes. So the major color is white here. And then if you have prepared gray, use that, or just take a little bit of black and a little bit of burnt umber, like a dark brown color.
Okay. So white, black, and brown should work.
Yes. So
Okay, but
more of white and less of those two colors.
okay.
Now you can just dip your brush once in water and then keep a tissue so that it, or some rough fabric to soak up all the
Okay.
extra water from it.
Okay.
We need very less water in the brush. So we'll start with some white
Okay.
and almost you can work on top of the tree also. You can just paint on top of it also. That's fine.
Okay.
Like a little below the roof and then the whole sky will paint.
Okay.
So acrylics they dry faster.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be a little quick with this step. Normally when we are working on a canvas, like on paper also we'll do this, we use to color more than two times. There should be layer, minimum three layers of color on canvas.
Okay. Okay.
So like this is going to be the first layer
Mm-hmm.
where we're just painting it all white and then on top of it we'll mix.
Okay.
So if you feel your color is really thick, just like you just touch the
Okay.
surface of water like this. Don't dip your brush and
Okay.
then use it. Don't wash your brush. We'll just take a little, just touch that brown color with it. So we'll have a little bit of on the tip of the brush.
Okay.
And
On the right side.
on the right side, yes. Also, if you feel like you have the picture, if you feel the color is lighter, take more color.
Okay.
There's a little hint of blue color.
Okay.
Do you have names on your color?
Yeah, I do.
So this will be something like ultramarine or cyan. You can just wipe off your brush on the tissue. Don't wash it completely.
Okay.
And I'm just taking that blue color directly from the tube like this. So we need a little bit, very little.
Ultramarine.
Ultramarine or cyan. Right, so just add a little bit on this corner and take some water and then we'll blend it.
So on the left.
Now here we will need some more water because we want this to be very light and go very smooth. So I'm just blending it, then wiping it on the tissue, then take some water, blend it again.
Okay.
So the blue will gradually blend with the whites of the paper, that white paint we added. So the left hand corner will look darker, and as you move towards the right hand side, the blue will get lighter and lighter. Okay, now we'll prepare that shade where you need a little amount of black, little amount of this brown color. Mix it and add some white to it for the second mountain here. Need white, and that gray color will help us with the shading. Some water, take some white and we'll fill below this the water. And while you're doing this, you blend that line like this, work on that
Okay.
line with the mountain.
Sure.
So again, you will see the shade of the water will keep on going lighter and lighter. You start with gray and then it turns into white as you reach the bottom. So again, this will be plain. You don't have to shade or anything, just plain color over there. So the first layer of color is basically creating the layer, the basic layer for the base of the color.
Okay.
The second layer will give you the shine this acrylic color has. Once you are like, what you will need to do is you just add it like this, and then on the left hand side, clean your brush like, uh, and we're just going to blend that a little with the water. So you can take some white there and just blend it.
So I blended it in.
Now that's better. Okay, now for the house, we'll just paint the roof with gray and the walls with white for now.
Okay.
And then the second layer will be the shading part.
Okay.
So I'm starting with the white because that's the lighter color, right? So once you're ready with that white, we have that prepared gray. We'll take a little bit on one of the corners, like this is an angled brush. So you can take it on one of the corners. And let's add it just below the roof,
Okay.
like this, and on the side. And then wipe it off, or if the gray is really dark, you need to wash your brush. We'll take some water, like touching the surface of water, and just blend it. So that's the shadow of the roof on the wall. Just a little bit of green for this area here, like only this much green you need, and then you
Okay.
blend it over there in that section. Same way, we'll take some white for the other side. This is more gray, so we'll add more of gray to the whole wall. There's no shading, it's just gray. So you take some white and then that gray color and then paint over it, making it a little dark. And then the roof will be plain gray color. So we'll start with some white. We need black, and you can take any shade of brown for the door and for the window. So I'm starting with the brown color. So just one layer of brown. With this white color, we're just going to add those lines and the texture on the roof as a pattern. Let's make a little bit of gray color. These lines, we're just going to work. I need a little darker gray color than the base. So it's just like alphabet L you're writing there. Like that. And same way, let's add little extra color over here. The same gray, clean your brush. And also this is a small portion. I'm working with a round brush with a tip. Smudge it a little. That's it. Let's take a little more gray and add little water to it so it becomes little watery, this gray color. And you're going to add it over here on this side of the wall. This is watery. Clean your brush and we're just going to run over it. Clean your brush again and then just you get that rusty, dirty texture. We'll wait for this section to dry and then we're going to add a bush over there. Now we have gray. Let's add a little more black to it. So this is not pure black, but a little darker shade of gray. This we're going to use for the tree. Again, pick a brush which is like thinner or with which you can make thinner lines because we need the branches to be really thin. So just work with the tip of the brush. If you feel like, add some water. If the color is really thick, add some water and make it a little flowy. Now you can draw the branches anyhow. You don't have to follow the exact same pattern as I'm doing it. All you need to remember is they are going to be really thin at the end, at the tips. There you go. Then clean your brush. Now it is a little bit wet. We'll take some white. If it is all dried up, you'll just create that gray color. And we're just going to add it random places. Now we'll have to wait for this to dry and then we'll add those cherry blossom or the flowers here. Next is this area here. So we still have this black color. We need something which is like this yellow ochre, a light brown color. You can change your brush back to a flat brush. No water, just this thick color. Add it on top of this green area. The brush must feel dry. And same way, there's going to be some reflection over here. Leave a little gap like this and then make the reflection. Same way, we'll take some black color or that gray color you have. You add it here below. If it is getting mixed with that brown color, it's fine. If it is not, then also it is fine. So that just add little depth, like the water is little below than the land, the surface. So whenever you wash your brush, pat it dry. We need a really dry brush. Damp brush will do. Okay, next we need the same shade of green that we used over here. I think that was sap green. Little bit of sap green. And if this area is also dried up, we will start from here. So take some color, some like good amount of color, and we're just going to dab, 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 dab over here. Same green. Now this is a flat brush, so the flat tip must have some good amount of color, and we're just going to run it like this. Brush must feel dry, then only you're going to get this kind of effect. And then here we'll be drawing some grass. Now the grass can be made with either a flat brush or a round brush. So if you have a flat brush, keep it like this, like number one kind of position. And then you just drag it up. Again, the trick is the brush must feel dry, then only you're going to get this kind of loose, broken edges. There's some green in the tree also, but that's a little lighter. So I'm going to mix it with some deep yellow. Deep yellow is a little darker shade of yellow. Lemon yellow is lighter. So let's take a little bit of that. Not a lot, just a little drop. Now brush is still dirty with green, and I'm going to pick some yellow on the tip. Again, you dab it on top of this, let it blend. Take some more color, add it over. So you will see three shades over here: green, light green, and yellow. And same yellow, I'm mixing with that little green. And then you can tap, tap, tap some places here for that leafy look. Oh, also we have grass over here, so there has to be some reflection of the grass in water. So you can just draw some grass in reverse. That way. Okay, also, see we have tree over here. There needs to be a reflection under, just below the tree. So that I'll take my round brush again. Almost the same shade of gray. The reflection you can just draw when you made the tree itself. I just forgot to do that. Okay, just below this. It's too light. Like this. And while this is still wet, Clean your brush, the round brush, take some white color. You just ran over it like this so that it looks like a reflection, like water is there. A little bit of gray. Like that. And a little bit of white here. There you go. Now we just have to draw some pink color flowers. You can take some red if you don't have pink, or it could be any other color flower, whichever you like. So here I'm taking this shade of pink, and first let's just pure this color without any white. The brush already has some white, which is fine. And I'm just going to draw a few spots with this shade. Like I don't like this area here, so I'll try to cover this more with flower. Like this. Now I'm taking some white and making some light pink color. For making these flowers and leaves, don't use any water. Still, I think the pink is a little darker. So, a few spots, and then I'm going to add more white. Like this. And take some pure white and add a few spots on top. So, there should be some thick color, right? That will look good. Like the white, I'm taking extra so that it adds some thickness over there. Some more magenta, the pink color. There you go. So that's your drawing.